This needs to stop. Please stop.
Hey guys, it's me, Lisa, and I'm coming at you with another video. So I have lately been inspired by Susannah Friesen. I think it's how it's pronounced. I'm so sorry if it's not the case. She got me into the idea of de-influencing, and in her videos not everything applies to me. I am not drawn into buying some things. I simply do not fall for certain things. It's not in my realm of interest, but of course I am conscious that I have other areas of life in which I really fall for propaganda and for trends, and specifically I'm talking about crochet trends that are linked to fall or seasonal things. And I have fallen for many, if not all. So this video, like Susannah says, is made to also make myself accountable of everything that I have bought or everything that I really don't need and I'm really tempted to buy because it's cute, it's shiny, and it's beautiful. And so I hope that it can help you in some way to look into your own habits and see if you want to make a change, if these are things where you would like to be de-influenced and not buy everything because of trends. The first thing that I want to de-influence myself from is the limited edition autumnal yarn drops. This is something that I've seen all over the place. I wanted to include in the video some examples of videos that I've been seeing around and just some opinions about it. So this one is the autumnal yarn haul, and in this video this person shows a whole bunch of yarn. So I don't really know what they're into, if they are creating plushies, selling them, keeping them for themselves. I'm really not sure, so take it with a grain of salt. But the amount of yarn that we can see in this video is really staggering, and the overall amount of money that we see them spending on the yarn haul is pretty staggering to me. But it's not the most extreme that we're going to see in this rundown, but I can see that they have very chunky yarn, so probably for blankets, bags, I'm not sure, not really plushes for what I can see, but it's still a huge amount, and it really scares me because the overall amount is £88.92. They got stuff on sale, I think, and plus a dog toy that has nothing to do, but still is a huge amount of money. Then I had this other video that I've seen. There is so much yarn that gets shown. It's for a fall project, and there is this whole idea of cardigan hauls, so much yarn that you need to create this new cardigan project. And for how much I think that this girl is super talented, and I think that she made a really good job, the cardigan overall is nice, I think that this is something that I have fallen into, and I have bought the yarn to create a sweater, so I totally have done this. But seeing all of these people creating these new projects, buying huge amounts of yarn to create the full perfect color palette and everything is really overwhelming. But nothing touches, from all of these videos that I've shown you, this video that I was so shocked by. It must have been made for the cloud. There's no other reason why I can see people actually spending that amount of money if it's not for the clickbait. So this person spent $2,000 on yarn. Guys, this is $2,000, and you can see in the video that there is the whole yarn that gets piled up and stacked against the wall, and it's so huge that when he sits at the end of the video in front of the yarn pile, he looks tiny, not like a regular human being. It's like a tiny person with so much yarn around. And I know that it gets the clicks, but this is so damn much. Did you need $2,000 of yarn in a single sitting? And then we are talking about conscious spending. I am really overwhelmed by this whole thing, but let's get back to what I personally have as an experience aside from all of these TikToks. I am in the hobby email list, so I receive so many promotions for discounted yarns, beautiful seasonal yarn, variegated yarns, everything linked to the season that is discounted, it's shiny, it's beautiful, and am I not tempted to buy it? I'm so tempted. Also because for my graduation I was gifted a 50 euros gift card to the hobby website, so the temptation to get some beautiful yarn is insane. I really would like to get that, but because I have recently bought this yarn to create the project for my sweater, I have bought another white chenille yarn skein, I have bought a little black one, so I have bought stuff. I have spent 37 euros in yarn, and that is already enough for a season, considering that I have a huge yarn library. It's not a yarn wall, and it will never get to a yarn wall. Mark my word, no more yarn for me. I have more than enough. Finish what you have with the project you have planned. Full stop. This is the first thing I want to de-influence myself from. The second thing I want to de-influence myself from are the cozy essentials. This is candles, mugs, but also the new crochet hooks, the stitch markers, crochet bags, everything that is linked to the seasonality of fall and has all of the cute fall graphics on it, and because of it you get tempted to get a new season appropriate bag for your project, and they are adorable. They are adorable, aren't they? They really are. But I don't want to buy them because I was recently gifted this beautiful bag that is also personalized, so I have my name on it, and it's very spacious. It fits loads of yarn, and this is the yarn of the project that I'm involved with at the moment or planning to make, and that's it. I don't need any more of that. I don't need any more hooks, because for how much I can delude myself that I need another hook, the truth is I only use the same two because they are great and they are the size that I personally gravitate towards. So stop buying this, and I say this to myself of course, because I don't need any of that. I already have my gorgeous bag. We don't need anything else. The crochet calendars for Halloween. OMG. Advent calendar has not only become this countdown moment from the beginning of December to Christmas, Jesus' birth, we celebrate that. No, it's not that anymore. It has become incredibly more popularized, and now there is a Halloween advent calendar that is crochet themed or not crochet themed, it's puppy themed or everything themed, and I have seen them all over the place, and I was so tempted to get one because they're so beautiful. But let's be real, this is more than $100, and the probability that I'm gonna use / be excited about the products that it has inside after the Halloween period is very low. So I honestly want to de-influence myself from buying the advent calendars and from having this need to have the constant discovery of new things, because I don't need any new things. I have so many things already. I am stuffed with stuff. It's a problem of stuff, and I have too much, so that is a no for me this season. The push to make fashionable patterns. This season, we have seen them all over the place. I made one myself of videos of the latest patterns that we all want to make in the fall season, and there are always those patterns that people gravitate towards and popular crocheters gravitate towards, and we all feel that we need to make the blanket, or we need to make the hat, the scarf, the typical things of the season that everyone else is making, and I don't want to fall for that. that, because that also brings me into the loop of buying more patterns. That is something that I did last year. I bought so many patterns. I have a full list, and I have made very few compared to all that I bought. So very honestly, I don't need any of that. And I just want to stay in my lane, use the patterns that I have. There are so many free resources that I'm also familiar with. Creating my own patterns is just something that I am not into this year, and I'm not gonna buy patterns just because they are popular, they are promoted. I'm just gonna buy them if I genuinely feel that I'm gonna be able to make them, and I'm genuinely gonna be excited about them. So only buy if you're gonna make, and that's my rule, and I'm gonna stand by it. Last but not least, the crochet box. There are seasonally themed and incredibly beautiful. There are so many beautiful boxes that come with all kinds of patterns and the skeins to make them, and they're seasonal, they are beautiful, amazingly decorated, and I don't need them. I love them, love to see them, but they are not for me. I am just going to, as I said, for everything else, stay in my lane, don't get overly excited, over purchase, and just go into it like a fish. Just staying in my lane and want to make the projects that I've already planned because I'm genuinely excited for them, and I don't want to get caught into all of this pressure to consume that is overshadowing everything else, because we have become increasingly influenced into buying and buying and buying, and I think it's time to take a step back, save a little money, and stop it with all of this. And as I said, I have fallen for many of these, so it is something that I genuinely did myself. I'm not proud of it, but I fell for it. I bought a beautiful bag that is full of fall trees. It has socks, a jar. It's just so beautiful, and also a book inside, which I don't need any more of. I recently bought Fox and Glove, which is the second book from the Belladonna series, and I didn't even read book 1 because it was too pretty. So I need to stop it with all of this buying and just stay in my lane, be satisfied and happy with what I have, and once it's done, which will never happen, I know, I will buy more. So tell me if I inspired you this season to be a bit more mindful about what you're purchasing, what you are over consuming, and what you are being pulled into from the propaganda machine that is constantly showing you shiny, pretty objects that are so cozy looking and that are probably great but incredibly useless. I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that it helped you in some way, and if it did, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and helping me out, and I really hope to see you all in the next one. Bye guys!